Hey y'all, I'm back. I'm back and I'm better. I know last week I was sick as a dog. The whole week before that too, it was just terrible. And so I came on here to just kind of tell y'all I guess I was sick and give y'all a little word of encouragement too. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. But today I'm back with our regularly scheduled program and we're going to be talking about I don't even know what to call it, like relationships and when and how you should take a break from them. I don't really know. I didn't really make a title or think of a title for this quite yet. But yeah, and also I'm gonna be going kind of swiftly because it is 8:10 and I have class at 10 o'clock. And so you might think I have a good amount of time, but no, I still have to film this, edit it, drive, park, walk, and I have a presentation to present that I have not practiced for at all. But that's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and get into it and we're gonna talk about this, all right? So today I'm really just asking a question more so than I'm answering it. And I guess I kind of want y'all to answer it for yourselves because everybody is different. And so I'm just kind of not dumbfounded, but like I've just noticed a lot lately, not in my own life, but I guess just in general that people are not or okay with I guess just being alone, not even alone, but just being by themselves and dating themselves. Like I just kind of have noticed that people when they get out of a relationship or even not even a relationship as much anymore, get out of situationships, they get right into another one like within a couple of days. And I just don't understand that. And so I just want to ask the question, like, is it better to just kind of do that and date around and not really give yourself time? Like, is that needed? Or is it better to date yourself? Like, that's what I've been doing is dating myself. And I have enjoyed it immensely. But everybody's different. And so I just really kind of, I don't really understand the other side of that, not taking a break. Because I guess not everybody needs a break. But I've seen that like when the break is not taken, it either keeps you stagnant, like you never grow, or it just doesn't end well and it sends you backwards. So I just trying to wrap my mind around it. And I kind of wanted to come on here and talk about it and ask the question. And to me, I guess the connotation around being by yourself isn't a positive one. And I don't understand why. Like, I guess people think that they're like lame or losing or not as good as other people, I guess, when they're not with somebody. Like it equates to inadequacy, and it's not true to me. And so like when I see people or like my friends who I've never, for as long as I've been friends with them, I've never seen them alone. Like, and I don't mean that, like I said, as a bad thing, being alone, like, secluded, lonely, like, not like that, but like, just kind of enjoying life for what it is with themselves, and it's like always talking to somebody or always just being like, okay, here's how I've heard it explained to me. Like, some people just like the company of other people, okay, fine. Be that as it may, so do I. But I feel like a lot of people they don't call it what it is, and they tend to just say, "Oh, I like the person's company," knowing good and well that it is a romanticized kind of thing or is in a romantic way, and because if that person were to not talk to them for like a day or just kind of like I don't know, it would like make the other person upset. And so that's how you know the difference. Like if you're upset because the person that you like their company is doing something that you don't, I guess, approve of, then that's definitely more than your friend. And so I don't understand why it's masked as, oh, we're friends or whatever you want to call it. Like, first of all, call it what it is. I feel like that's the number one problem. And I've said that plenty of times on this channel. Call it what it is. Don't lie. Don't lie to yourself. And it just really fascinates me. And this is not like a judgmental thing. I'm not saying like, oh, if you're like this, then you're bad and you're never gonna be happy. No. I'm actually like intrigued. Like I want to understand like why that's like that. So when I was a sophomore in college, my sophomore year, I took this class. It was like a free elective. It wasn't part of my major, but it was called philosophy, like 301 or something like that. Philosophy of love and friendship. And I remember learning in that class that, I mean, I feel like we all know this, like, there's different kinds of, am I too close to this mic? Am I screaming in y'all's ear? I'm sorry. we learned that there's different kinds of love, and everybody knows that, right? And so to me, it sounds like, I don't really remember the names, and I don't want to like look. I mean, I guess I could look it up, but to me, it seems like the two that are actually friends and are like kind of romanticness mixed together, and they're not like in a way that is not really supposed to mix together, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mix together and make a new pretty color. It mixes together and makes a disaster. That's what I've seen. So hold on, I'm gonna look this up real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna give two, I guess, examples of, I guess, kind of what I mean. So for myself, like, I have two loves towards myself, I guess, that kind of mix together and make something new. And I kind of remember learning this in class. It's called philia, and then, what is this? Please don't kill me if I say this wrong. Don't drag me in the comments if I say this wrong, okay? Philia, I'm about to get Siri to read this to me. I don't know what this says for real. What does this say? Okay, here we go. Philatia. Yeah, I was not about to say that. So philia and philatia. So philia is affectionate love. Philia is a love without romantic affection and occurs between friends or family members, you know? Okay, so I guess, like, I have an affectionate love towards myself because that's the thing, right? And then, well, no, because philatia, that's what I just said, is self-love. You know, that's what I've been giving myself, and I feel like I'm getting that self-love glow. But yeah, so there's that. Those two things come together. And then what I was talking about just a second ago, I feel like it's mixing eros, which is sexual passion, philia, deep friendship. Those two are like, will mix together, and they can make something good. But a lot of the times when it's being called something that it isn't, like, oh, we're just friends, it doesn't make anything good. And sprinkle a little bit of mania on top, which is obsessive love. And that's what I have kind of like seen lately. Like, I just don't understand why, like, okay, you can have something, do what you want to do, but if that one thing doesn't work out, what is wrong with kind of breathing in the middle and getting back grounded and centered and knowing who you are before, like, mixing another personality in your life? Like, please help me understand. So if you, like, kind of do that, then does it work or does it end well? Answer me that. And I just, like, because it's just a pattern of, like, a cycle of around and round and round and round again of the same stuff that, like I said, either leaves you stagnant or sends you backwards. So the question is it better to just keep going from talking to somebody to talking to the next person and talking to the next person? Or is it better to just kind of focus on one person at a time and see kind of where that goes? If it goes well, great. If not, then taking just, I guess, a break, but everybody defines a break differently. But the one thing in this break that I'm talking about, that however you define it, this part doesn't change, is completely, like, being with yourself and not entertaining anybody in a romantic way. You can still, of course, have friends in your life, of course, like, who says you can't do that? But I'm saying, like, just completely, like, not having that, oh my God, did they text me, like, type of person in your phone, you know what I mean? So and then going on again, you know, trying again, like, what is better? So I'm sorry, I know I'm kind of like rambling and ranting, but I'm just kind of had thought about this and kind of wanted to talk about it with not really no clear outline, because I definitely do have class very soon. But still, yeah, that's just the question. What is better to you? Please let me know down in the comments, and, you know, please critique anything that I've said that you might feel like is not correct, and correct me if you feel like it, because I know I'm not 100% right about any of this, because that's why I'm asking questions, because if I knew everything, I wouldn't be asking this question. So I guess I can go ahead and wrap this up. Like I just said, I don't really have a clear outline for today. I've, like I said, been getting over a cold, been insanely busy this week. So it's kind of hard to it's not hard to come up with the videos that I do for YouTube, but sometimes it's kind of hard to actually just make them more structured. And I like coming on here and just kind of talking anyway. When you can tell when I'm just kind of talking when I'm more structured, and I like doing both just as evenly. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up for today. Just kind of ponder on the question, what I said, like, if you've been seeing the same stuff in your life, ask yourself, like, what might be, I guess, causing that and what could be different. And if the one thing that needs to be different is you just finding yourself, that sounds really, really corny and cliche, but you know, if that's the one thing that can be different, then make it different. Like, try to just find out the things that you like and not like the things that you like because somebody said that you like them. You know, just little stuff like that really goes a long way. I might make a more structured and maybe even longer video about how my own self-love journey and how I've gotten to this kind of glow that I have now. That sounds like a really good idea. I'll probably do that one day, seriously, when I can actually sit down and kind of map it out and almost give like steps and tips. But it's not one of those days today. I just had a question that I want to come on the internet and ask, and for you to think about and for us to talk about. So thank you so much for coming back to my channel, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And I have to go ahead and get dressed and get to class and park and probably eat something because I do not want to be late for this presentation that I have not studied for it. But anyways, I will see y'all later. Bye.